Exclusive smoke right here on Live Hip Hop Daily. I'm your boy Root.
I am Kia Janae.
And it's your boy Marvin the Plug checking in.
Yes, sir. And we got Alona Gillory in the building today.
Hey, how y'all doing?
She is one of the stars out of Love and Hip Hop. Augusta.
And also
Very funny.
And also the star of what's the movie, Mama?
Mama Jones.
Mama Jones.
Yeah.
That's right. Tell the people a little bit about like your roles and like how you got into acting and all that.
Okay, so I originally started modeling. And BTW, I am the most terrible model you'll ever meet, bro.
It is.
It is so hard. Okay, so I'm horrible at it though. But I got into modeling because I was trying to figure out how I get into acting. I seen a bunch of my favorite actresses started as beauty queens and as models, and I thought I could do it too. Okay. And I was always afraid to be in front of the camera. So I was like, I'll try a couple things, but modeling kind of helped me get the confidence that I needed to go out for the acting. A lot of that was just standing in front of a crowd with the most dumbest outfit possible or crazy hairdo. I had a bird on my head on one thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know you were in the Warner Brothers.
I was in the Bonner Brothers. Yeah.
Bonner Brothers.
Bonner Brothers. I had a whole bird on my head, and that was a lot. And a fishnet gold cat suit. Yeah. That was a lot. So once you've done that, you can pretty much just do anything.
Right.
So there were some open calls for some short indie films in Augusta or whatever, and I just said fuck it, like I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna go out and do it. And I went out, I got on stage for the first time, did a cold read, got the part. I met some filmmakers there and went, tried a couple more auditions, got the part, finally got Mama Jones. And that was an experience because most of the movie is written in improv. So it's really good. It's really good for an up and coming actor. So
Well, so how long were you modeling before you started to go into acting?
So I started modeling like a year before I started acting. I did a lot of fashion shows. I started with, because I'm short, so hair and makeup and more beauty.
Right.
Then fashion, and then as I kind of got a little notoriety in that, I started doing a little bit more fashion, but I really am a horrible model.
like what is it?
I am 5'3". That is
you
not.
had on, your heels are so cute.
Thank you.
And they're high.
Thank you.
And I saw you walking, I was like, oh wow, like she's kind of tall. And then I saw how high the heels were. I was like, okay.
No, that is an illusion. I am okay. Me and Tory Lanez the same way. You know what I mean? That's it.
Okay.
You know.
You didn't know.
But don't try to know. He's like, shoot my ass in the damn toe. So no, I mean, modeling was a good experience, but my heart wasn't in it. My heart's not exactly into that. And I really found my heart in front of the camera. I did, like, first time I got in front of the camera was just this crazy little short film that I got myself into. I'm not gonna tell you what it is because it's like the most embarrassing moment of my life. But one day you guys can search it on YouTube. But it was like, this is what I'm supposed to do. I don't know how. I don't care if I ever get paid for it, but I know this is what I'm supposed to do. amazing. And I just been rolling with it ever since. Wow. This thing's like every time I do something, something else opens up, something else opens up, something else.
Right.
So I definitely know it's God pushing me into my, into my path.
Into your purpose, really. Yeah. Right. So, okay, so you mentioned Mom Jones being like a lot of improv. Did you have to go through any training or classes? Because I know they offer improv classes like in some places.
So unfortunately, Augusta does not have much in the way of learning for acting. Mm-hmm. And so as far as improv goes, that is just my raw talent. What I've picked up from watching different people, books that I've read. You know, I have found a coach here in Atlanta. Okay. So I go to her, or I talk to her a lot. But a lot of that is just me just literally putting myself out there. I mean, the best way to get started with something is just to do it. Right. Just to do it. That's true. You talk about it all day long, but
So is it hard?
Oh, it's hard.
How does it work? Because I never understood it totally. Like, I never understood how shows could be like majority improv, like you're just going off each other,
top
basically.
Of the dome. Right. So I think a lot of people have a misunderstanding of improv. They think that when you say improv, you think it's just comedy, because a lot of it's used for comedy, but it is used in drama as well. Right. So it's written. Usually, the script is written out. And they give you a guideline, a subject. You need to stick to it, and you need to stick to, certain things you might have to say or certain points you have to make. But it's all about becoming the character, really like feeling who that person is, what that personality is, embodying that, and then your partner as well. As long as you have a good partner that's doing that with you, and you just feed off each other like a regular conversation that we're having. We could literally talk about the sky being pink all day, and in different ways, as long as you're feeling the same emotion, we're on the same page. We can talk about it in a sad tone. We can talk about it being funny. Right. We can talk about it in an angry way. Doesn't matter the subject. It's really all about the emotion, and then it'll just come to you. So if you're sad, you'll figure out something sad to say. Mm-hmm. You will.
So how do you get to relate or kind of become your character? Because sometimes, you have parts that aren't necessarily you, and you have to maybe look at somebody else or learn certain characteristics or like mannerisms, or so how do you get to becoming that character?
Okay, so I'm still learning, but the method I use is I try to, as I am assigned a character, I get a character, I try to become that character all day. Okay. Like, I'm a peanut butter princess right now, loving Hip Hop Augusta, the parody. And I walk around my house like, where is my water? I don't understand what is happening. Somebody get my mic. And I just embody that, and I live it, and I think, how does she talk? How does she walk? What is she thinking? What does she feel like today? And then instead of becoming, I'm gonna say becoming a character, I started trying to figure out, who this character would be as another person. Is just me and how I would act if I was a delusional sub-celebrity. You know what I'm saying? On a reality TV show that's always in the studio, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, how would I do that? How would I make it my own? And then I just take those emotions and I let them be raw, and no matter what, that's what comes out. That's the realest thing that you can do. So a lot of it is, what I'm learning is getting rid of the tension that you have, because once you get in front of the camera and stuff, you freeze up. Right. And you be scared, and you're in your head, and you can't know what's saying. But if you get rid of anything that holds you back, even personal stuff, scream that shit to the rooftops, because once you get in that front of that camera, you let everybody see everything. You let them see you cry, you laugh, you let them see everything, and that, I think, makes a good actor. That's what I'm learning to be. So,
Yeah, you got to be able to channel whatever parts you got to play.
Right. So that's kind of how I get into character. I try to get in, stay in it, and then just how I'm gonna be that character all day.
So who are some of maybe the actors or actresses that have influenced you or that you look up to, like, wow?
Okay, so I know it's a little odd, but Robin Williams, yo.
Huh.
He can play anything.
That is true.
From comedy to drama, it's always good with him. You can never look at anything, even from back in the 70s and 80s, you can never look at anything and say he was acting. You know, it's like when he became that character, he was that character. Even if he played a 12-year-old boy in a movie for Peter Pan, and as a 30-something-year-old adult, he was that character. And I aspire to be like that. I mean, they've taken years and years and years of classes and acting and, you know, Juilliard, and I don't have all that, but I still have the potential to be able to be that.
Right.
So that's like my biggest inspiration. I know it's weird because I'll stand in the mirror like, I am Robin. Like, you know, it's certain people that I really look up to because I see their technicality and the things that they've done, you know. And you look at Angela Bassett, like, she is, her emotion that she brings to just her facial expressions, you know, those types of things. I sit there in the mirror and I'm like, I'm trying to make that. She makes this smoldering face no matter what it is.
Yeah.
And she purses her lips and
fierce
stuff. It is, but it says something without saying anything.
Right.
Those are the types of actors that I look up to. I mean, not everybody's like that, but I hope one day that I can have a little bit of their juice.
Yes.
That's what's up. I believe you can make it there. Because you definitely got character. I mean, your personality fits the roles that you playing.
Thank y'all.
It's big. You have a big personality.
So how did you come from, you originally from where Rue is from?
From St. Petersburg. What up, y'all?
Shout out to the bird.
Land in Augusta.
Oh, the Army brought me here, just like most people. So I was in the Army. Me and my husband both were in the Army. And I got out. We lived in Germany, and our base was closing, so we got to choose where we're gonna go. And we had both graduated from the AIT at Fort Gordon, and we kind of liked it before, so we decided to come back to Augusta. I mean, Augusta's a little slow as compared to the Tampa Bay area and Atlanta, but it's a good place to raise kids. You know, at one point in time, acting wasn't exactly a goal of mine, or, you know, it was always something that was like, I could do that if I really wanted to. You know, my goal was, okay, I'm out of the Army, get a good corporate job, you know, do the white picket fence and the house and the dog. I still did it, but, you know, I realized, I'm like, damn, I ain't gonna be able to do this forever. And I really want to do my own thing.
Like, know you have a bigger purpose, and like you have something out there that you really burn to do and that you really like love doing. And sometimes that's, a lot of people don't find that. They don't find that purpose and they don't find their passion in life. But I mean, I'm glad you did. How long were you in the Army? Thank you for your service, by the way. Like, thank you.
I was in for 6 years, and it was very great experience. I'm gonna sum it all up in a great experience. There was some bad parts, you know what I'm saying? I had to go to Iraq. You know, it was hot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of bombs. But you know, you know.
Whoa.
I mean, what else you gonna do on a Tuesday or something? You know. But it was different. I got to meet a lot of people. I got to open my mind up, rather being stuck in my own hometown. Don't get me wrong, I love St. Pete, but it's one of those places where you get stuck. You know what I'm talking about? Forever.
Like
4 generations worth of people forever. You know, I traveled a lot of places. I lived in Japan. Yeah.
I was about to say, I think that's just how everybody's hometown is. I seen something on Twitter today that was just like, basically moving out of your hometown is crucial, like, for your life. Like, when you grow up there, you get kind of comfortable. So moving out of your comfort zone and being around everybody you know, and actually like really starting a new chapter in your life, I feel like that's important in your life.
It is. I remember how I joined the Army. I was sitting at my job one day, And I was like, Jesus, what am I gonna do? I don't, this kind of, it's every day, this mundane task. Every day, come in, clock in, come in, clock in, come in, clock in. Smoke a little weed outside the back of the store. You know what I'm saying? I was a manager at a toy store, so. You know what I'm saying? But it was, one day I seen these two soldiers walking by and I was like, I wonder what they do. And I went down there and I did it the same way I did after. Fuck it, I'm gonna just go ahead and do it. And it took me some great places. I met some great people. It opened my mind up to cultures of people that I didn't know, that I only seen on television or read about in books. I've lived in a couple different countries. I don't know how to speak a word of Japanese, but it's my favorite country, guys. Wow. Lived in Germany, been to the Middle East. It was an eye-opener. I really suggest, a lot of people, a lot of young adults, if you feel like you don't really know, what you're gonna do, I know it might be a big change, but try getting into the military. You'll be surprised. You literally get paid to travel and do a bunch of stuff. You still have a job, and you still have to, but it allows you to learn discipline. It allows you to be focused, develop as an adult, and get to experience something that nobody else really gets to experience in a lot of these hometowns that we get stuck in. So
let me ask you this. Well, how old were you when you joined the Army?
I'm not going to tell you that because my Insta age is 20.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to tell you that, but I was in my 20s.
I will ask you this, though. So, I know a lot of people talk about, I don't know how to say this. Do you think it matters what age you join the Army? Do you think you can be too young? If you're going in right at 18, do you think that's a good decision rather than kind of living some of your life first before going in?
No. You know why I say that? Because the Army is like cashing in one set of parents for the next set of parents, but in a way different way. And it allows you to grow as an adult, but in a controlled environment. Whereas, in the real world, there is no safety net. When you fall, you fall. Yeah. In the Army, if you go out there and buy a car with 30% interest rate because you're 18 and you don't know what the hell you're doing, there is somebody that is older than you, that's wiser than you, that will take you down there by your ear and make them take that car back and explain to you your finances and explain to you your credit and explain to you your living situation and how you what's name. It does what I think schools were supposed to do, is teach you how to be an adult, not just read and write, but teach you what it means to be a grown-up. So now when you get out at 24 and 25, you're not ill-equipped. You know what your credit looks like. You have a college education. You have experienced cultures that you've never experienced. I've met people in the Army. I've met Caucasian people in the Army who are racist, who never even seen Black people in their community. And they didn't get that cultural experience until they joined, which changed their outlook on what they always thought African Americans in the United States were. So it broadens your horizons, but it does it in a controlled environment where it won't let you fail. I'm not saying that you can't fail, but there's a lot of different layers to keep you from hitting that point where now you are subject to being on the streets, you're in debt up to your eyeballs, and nobody's here to guide you in any way. So it is a good experience, not just the Army, but it's the military as a whole. I think the younger you join, the better it helps you develop as a person. I do. Maybe I'm biased about it. I did join I think around 20
don't worry about it.
Something.
It's okay.
I joined around 20 something.
It's okay.
But I was a young mom, and it, even though I was responsible, it helped me grow in ways that I didn't know. It helped me be stronger in ways that I didn't know. So when I got out, I wasn't an ill-equipped adult, and I knew what I was doing.
I was this close to going to the military. I'm talking about all the way down to swearing in. I'm talking about all the way almost down
Yeah, you can't smoke when you go in. You can't smoke.
But I just felt like I don't want to go.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I smoked once before I took ASVAP.
I felt like they was trying to finesse me, because it was like, you could be this or you could be that, and then every time I got ready to ship out, it was an issue, and then they was like, but do you want to go in the infantry?
Like,
I was like, nah.
Now they will finesse you though, okay? Don't get it twisted. They'll be like, let me mow you. Yeah, you can't smoke weed, and if you don't go in informed, you will get, stuck doing something you don't want to. But it's still a good experience. Right. It's better than floating around from 18 to 24, halfway in college, maybe in college, don't know what the hell you're doing, or working at damn Starbucks forever and a day. There's nothing wrong with working at Starbucks. I appreciate it and I love it. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, it'll help you.
I'm glad you had a good experience, because everybody doesn't. But I'm glad to see a black woman saying, okay, I'm glad I did this, and I think it's a good opportunity for people, because sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, the military, they don't get a good rep sometimes.
They don't.
And a lot of people don't see the benefit, but it is good seeing a different
It's still a job, just like any other job that you go to. Everybody in here done had a 9 to 5, and it's got benefits like getting paid, and then it's got shitty stuff like showing up at 9 a.m. so you can go in. You know what I'm saying? It's still a job. Yeah. Don't get it twisted. It's just a job with a little bit more benefits than what you would get regularly. And if you're smart about it, you can use that to your own advantage.
One, you don't have to pay for staying nowhere, so you can be banking all your little cash if you smart.
Get that soldiers in trouble now. Listen, you got a whole paycheck and you don't got no rent, no lights, no water, and you barely got a cell phone bill. Shit.
I'm telling you.
Sound like a good night at the whole house, no?
So why did you leave the Army?
Well, you know what? My time was up. I spent a lot of time overseas, a lot of time on different missions. I was a little bit unfortunate in the way of I was still a young mother, but out of the 6 years, I spent 18 months with my kids. So I was always shipped off, always doing something, always on a mission.
That's hard.
All the time. And it got kind of hard. So once my time ran up, I just decided, let me see what's out here in the civilian world. Now, it's a big deal. That's civilian world because, again, you can't pay your rent in the Army. There is literally somebody who will be like, okay, we'll give you your rent for whatever. We'll give you your mortgage. You can't pay your water bill, we'll go ahead and give it to you. No problem. And just keep it moving like nothing ever happened. You can't pay your water out here. You just ain't taking a bath.
They get vouchers.
You ain't right.
They get vouchers. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like,
right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh damn. Something happened. We'll help you out.
Yeah, that's what's
up. But so that's a big dip that it takes a lot of soldiers a lot of time to get used to when they get out. But it does still equip you with a lot more tools than what you have.
How many kids do you have?
I have 3 children.
Oh, how old are they?
I'm not gonna tell you that. Sorry.
No ages, okay.
Just know, that no matter what age they are, I'm still old enough to worry about their safety whenever they go outside. So.
Minors.
Yeah. Right.
I don't think you're ever gonna stop doing that though as a mom.
No.
You'll never stop worrying.
I know. They don't tell you that when you sign up for it. It's a lot of stuff they don't tell you. They don't tell you.
18 years.
Right. They don't tell you you get stretch marks. My mom always like, don't have no kids, but you ain't explained to me. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
The worry every time I walk out that door, and then you gotta. I'm one of those mothers that show up at the school cussing out the principal, the front lady in the office. I'm just showing up there in rollers and losing my shit. Nobody better talk to my baby like I am. I don't even know what they did. I don't give a damn. But
a lot of people don't have parents like that. So
yeah, a lot of people don't have parents like that. But I enjoy it. I do. I do enjoy it. One day, I'm not gonna worry about them, and they're gonna worry about me, and I can't wait for that day.
Taking care of you.
All right, I'm looking at like 67. I'm hoping. I'm investing my money. That middle one, she got the juice.
That's the one.
That's the one I'm living with. That's the one. And people out there might think that I'm wrong for that, but if you got multiple kids, you know you got that one. You betting on you.
No, it's true.
You got kids?
And then
You got kids?
Nah,
Okay.
And,
You gonna have that one. You gonna be like,
and then the
yeah.
other kids like, I hate you.
Right. I'm living with me and my husband. Like, yeah.
So,
We see the sparkle in your eye.
We gonna be living with
sure,
you.
baby.
Soon as I say, I can't. Yeah, exactly. You know what?
So do you have them in like acting or modeling?
What say
Your
that?
kids, like, do you have them in
No,
acting or modeling?
no. I got my kids being kids, riding bikes and
Ooh,
shooting
yes.
basketball and doing their thing. No social media is allowed in the house for the kids, anyways.
Yeah.
And just school and trying to figure out their path or figure out what they're doing. You
Yeah.
know?
I love that. I don't feel like kids are kids nowadays. Like I love hearing riding bikes, like going outside, like playing basketball, like getting back to authentic stuff. Like I feel like
You gotta cut that
much of it is,
Wi-Fi
like,
off.
technology. Yes.
Yeah, just quick. Okay, the whole house will lose their shit. Just cut the Wi-Fi off for a little bit and everybody's outside on the bike.
I mean, but you have to start embracing that too, because I'm recently was working on a project for kids, and they about to open this gaming center, and it's gonna teach kids how to make them games and build the games and play the games, and it's just gonna be for the kids who like into that, but still they can get out and they don't have to be inside the house, stuck in the house doing it.
Right.
But that's beneficial. Like I'm just talking about like sitting on the game, just playing all day. Like your brain is right. You're not using your brain. You're not using your body. Like you're just stagnant.
Same thing with social media, girl.
Oh yeah, definitely. But that's kind of what I not like about the pandemic, but like it is an upside because I'm doing a lot more things that I didn't do
before.
Like like I'm doing a puzzle. Like
man,
I'm going hiking.
Many a jigsaw puzzles in my house.
Like
just what is this green stuff on the ground? That's grass.
I forgot this existed.
That's grass.
Like the June bug. I was like, what? What's that noise?
Right. Like you were just so things are.
It's important. You know, when I was growing up,
go for a walk.
you know, it's important. When we were drinking out of water hose, okay? My grandma used to take that, what is that, old Gatorade cooler, put that shit on the porch, okay? That's all the water you got. You got to come in once or twice to the bathroom, but if you caught her during her storage, you was going to be stuck in that house watching Bold and the Beautiful right along with her. So we had to pee outside and do the most, and we'd be out there sweating and doing all types of shit and building forts and just using our imagination to do stuff. And, you know, I think it made us better. I make sure I do that with my kids, though. You know, and we go out and we do stuff, and I make them go outside. Go outside. Go outside. Go outside and play. You know, get the hell out of my house. Plus, turn the air conditioner off upstairs first and foremost. Go outside and play, and don't be coming in and out of my house. And know your friends can't have no snacks.
And close the door behind you.
Right, and close the door behind you. But all seriousness, you know, it's a good experience for kids to kind of unplug. And a good experience for adults to unplug. Yes. The coronavirus, for as nasty as it's been, has helped a lot of people maybe unplug or plug into or find something else that they like. Right. Yeah. Meditate and get right with whatever it is, you know, and enjoy TikTok. I don't know.
You got like that Tiffany Haddish kind of vibe.
You know what I'm saying? I was just thinking that.
Thank you.
Y'all didn't read her bio. It says charismatic.
There it is. Bam. I had to hit the Microsoft Word thesaurus. I was all like, what else am I? I'm like,
clearly
that sounds good.
Yes.
Thank you guys. I do appreciate it.
Is there any actors or actresses that you would like to work with? Yes, there is. By the way, okay. First person I would like to work with, drum roll,
I would love to work with Leonardo DiCaprio. Please, Leo, if you see me, whatever camera you're gonna be looking into, hit your girl up. Okay, and my second actor, I like to work with all the greats like Denzel Washington. You know, I want to work with Kerry Washington. Ooh. I like her. Yeah. She's like on her shit though. I seen her read like her script, like I was like, all right, I can't really work with her because she ain't gonna let me shine. You ain't gonna let me shine, Carrie. But I
feel like she's hard too. Like if you're not together, she's gonna be like,
she like expert level shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like she gonna call you out.
You know what I mean?
I'm here, so you need to do
look.
And she gonna do that shit in heels. I gotta do it in chucks when I walk into her.
That look she be making when she be crying on that show.
Stop it. Stop it.
You know, there are a lot of great actors and actresses I would like to work with, and I just hope that I'm able to get to the caliber to where I get the opportunity to do so. You know what I mean? So I can't make fun of them though. You know, back in the day you could just talk about actors and actresses. You can't do that shit no more.
Nowadays you get canceled.
You know, real quick. And they be like, I did not say that about you, Jennifer. I did not. Like, girl, I loved you in whatever that movie was. You know what I'm saying? Mariah Carey, I love glitter.
Yeah.
You are funny.
I did.
Producer wise, who would you like to work with? Like Ice Cube.
Tyler, hi. You was gonna catch this. Listen.
I could definitely see you in the Tyler Perry production.
I would love to be in the Tyler Perry production. I was watching the Ninja Turtles Part 2, favorite one, it's the best one. Okay, and I was all like, damn, I would like to work with Tyler. He seemed like he on his shit too, like.
Oh, for sure. He definitely is.
Like these thespians are really on it. I wouldn't mind working with him. I wouldn't mind working with Ice Cube. Listen, look, I'm hungry, okay? I wouldn't mind working with any damn body.
She want the whole buffet.
All of it. I want all of them. You know what I'm saying? I want a Spike Lee joint. He's still making joints. I want one. Yeah. He might be smoking on that. He probably ain't making, but I want one. I want one.
That's funny. You know. Are there any upcoming projects that you're working on or going to be in?
I do. I have a couple horror situations that's coming out. Can't exactly tell you, but I'm super stoked about it. Yeah. I have some aspirations. I was just telling him before we got on there. I don't want to be the hero. I don't want to be the hero. I don't want to be the victim. I want to be the villain, okay? I want to forever go down as being like the cute young Michael Myers or something like that. Like, I do. You know, I don't know, just killing bitches because they had bad weaves. Like, girl, we know your tracks are showing. Your tracks are showing. You know what I'm saying? But
how we killing.
Right. But no, I got a couple different things coming up this fall, so you know, watch out for me. I hope that I'm, can meet y'all's standards of approval.
Yeah.
We gonna be tuned in.
How can we tune in? What is your social media?
Where
can we follow you?
Yeah, so you can follow me on Facebook. It's Alona Gillory on Facebook, or you can follow me on Instagram. It's callme_Alona. That's ALONA. And those are the only two social media. I don't have Twitter because Twitter seems to be getting people in fucking trouble. And I ain't got time for it. Twitter get Trump in trouble. Twitter get just everybody. Yeah. You know, you tweet something 10 years from now, bro.
Coming up.
They did that shit up like a capsule.
Yeah, I'm not doing how they do that.
I think they be making it up sometimes, and people just be apologizing because they can't remember that shit. They don't know if they put it on there or not.
Like, I don't know if that's what I said, but that's what I was thinking. So let me just.
Right, exactly. I think they be making it up because who the hell? The people who got time to dig up some shit on Twitter, those are the people who need to get Trump's tax returns. Yeah. Okay, you can dig some
real. No, for real.
Find everything under the sun.
Yeah. Right.
Once my account got hacked on Twitter, I just left it alone.
You just left it alone? Yeah. I don't understand the purpose of it. I'm sorry, Twitter. I don't tweets or twats. I don't know.
I think that's how everybody is the first time. And then you get a Twitter, you don't know how to work it, so you fall off. Then you like, let me come back to Twitter. and then you get hooked. Like
Really?
it's really a process.
Because I feel like you do it on Facebook and then you kind of do it on Instagram, but it's with pictures. Instagram's like a picture book, and then Facebook is just like, what are you doing? I'm shitting on the toilet today. Like it used to be like that. You know, what are you? I'm taking pictures of my food all day. You know, and I feel like Twitter's just the same thing with less pictures, so I don't feel like it's boring.
Twitter is like, I don't know. I keep a lot like up with a lot of like current events, like what's going on today with Twitter. Like you're gonna know like immediately somebody's been tweeting, you're gonna see it. But also like it's just comedy.
Is
like
it?
The stuff on Twitter is crazy. Like it's like folks think like this. Like who would say that type stuff? Like it's.
And then 10 years from now, they done lost their job, their house, they about to commit suicide, all because they said something about Megan Thee Stallion's toe.
Oh no, for real. No, people be losing their jobs from Twitter.
That's
like
what I'm
if you
saying.
get a
That sound
video
like
of a
bad
racist on
business.
there, they calling your job, they calling your kids, they calling the school, they calling you losing your job, you getting expelled out of school. Like Twitter has ruined some lives. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
But
a lot. That's a lot.
that's a lot of power.
Social media, period.
Yeah.
You got to be allowed to
That's
be
a
an
lot of
Uncle
power.
Ruckus behind closed doors with no judgment.
Just
With
like
no
the video
judgment.
with the girl blowing up the car, she's going to jail.
Oh
Like,
yeah, that was funny
And everybody
though.
knows
Goes
now.
viral.
Everybody knows
That
who
was-
she is.
So then Twitter is
Don't get it
basically the 6ix9ine of social media. This shit snitching on you all 2020. She could have got away with that shit. She could have got away with it.
Not today.
Right now, everybody know her.
Now she ain't got no eyebrows and a criminal record.
Man, I'm surprised she ain't.
People gonna take her back though. People like
He
baby.
ain't even claiming her.
He not claiming her.
Oh,
He gonna
not
smash her.
claiming No.
He gonna smash
That's
her. when she got
probably
on
why
the
she
bill.
was mad in the first place, honestly.
She gonna smash him again though.
He did something
Listen,
real
she gonna smash
serious.
him again.
He had to do something.
He did.
He didn't
Probably
claim her.
did. He probably tweeted some shit he ain't had no business tweeting.
Liking some girls' tweets, liking some
Had to be
pictures.
something.
Yeah, that's what it is. That Facebook and stuff get you caught up.
Social media gets
I-
you caught up. Social media is really a lot. It's
It
a lot, but it's
is.
nothing at the same time. Like it's really meaningless,
app.
but it's yeah.
You can
it's
delete that
meaningless,
shit
but it's
anytime.
It's
you
the
know what I'm saying?
devil.
But at the same time, that's shit that everybody be on.
right.
It's the devil. Follow me on Instagram. Call me _alona. But it's the devil, you know. So, you know, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody want to shout out before we go?
Yes, I would like to shout out my beautiful husband, Johnny Gillory, and my kids. Also like to shout out
Again.
Johnny Gill, yes. I am married to an old Mississippi boy. Yes, his mama named him a nickname, Johnny. Every time we go somewhere, they be like, John. He'd be like, no, it's Johnny. I'm like, just keep it at John.
Right.
Jesus. Also like to shout out my production company, CTC United.
Yes.
Shout out to the new and up and coming talent in Augusta. You know what I'm saying? They watching out here.
Okay. Yeah, I appreciate you coming out though.
Yes.
Oh,
We gon-
thank you.
You've been such a light today.
Yeah, man.
Tonight.
I hope I didn't say nothing wrong so they don't twits about it. Is that how you say it? Twits?
Sweet.
Okay.
She'll be good. Well, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man, to the
Yes.
exclusive smoke, man. Y'all check us out next week. We're gonna be right here on Live Hip Hop Daily. I'm your boy Rue.
I am Kia Janae.
And it's your boy Marvin the Plug, checking in and checking out.
And I see y'all next week.